Hello guys, how you all doing? Well, the first currency pair that we were given to analyze was the GBPUSD, ne? And so remember, in our analysis we always start at the top and work all the way down. Why one? So let's start on monthly and just check what happens. What's the monthly doing? So monthly, this is the lowest point that this pair has ever been to. Yes, this is the lowest point, ne? And this being the lowest point, it means when we were going down, our trend line was here. Let me just draw it like this. I don't want to leave out anything, just so that I show you the way I analyze this. It will be the same way as how we've been analyzing Nasdaq. It's not gonna, there won't be any differences. So this was our trend line, ne? This was our trend line when we were going down. And if this is the lowest point, ne, it means this area of resistance has to be the strongest one ever, because it managed to break the all-time low and give us a new all-time low. Does that make sense? What I mean by that is, when the price was still like this, when we didn't have that new low, it means this was the lowest, this was the all-time low, like the price has never passed this point. So this being the all-time low, it means it is the strongest support, because we don't have a price lower than this. So look, the price came back, bounced from it. This is the strongest support, but all of a sudden the price comes and breaks that. So it means the area of resistance that formed the move, that broke that low, has to be the strongest one, because what, it sort of inherited the characteristic, and this was the strongest, and then that strongest characteristic has been taken by this resistance. This resistance becomes what, the strongest, because it broke the strongest support. And there we have our trend line. Now, what else did we have? Now the strongest resistance is broken, and even the trend line to the downside has been violated. So it is violated by what? By this. Let's remove these ones because they make sense. So this high, or this resistance, was broken by this area of demand. This. Why do I say that? I'm saying this because the price went up, got rejected from the resistance, came down, formed the area of support there, and then the area of support gave us this, which broke the very same area of resistance we're talking about. So this area of demand, it's important. It is important. Ne? Up until, I don't know what is happening now with I don't know why the GBP is taking a knock more than the dollar during this conflict, Russia and Ukraine. So when there's something happening, something big, just like when there's COVID outbreak and you can see the stocks are falling, it doesn't help in you saying I'm gonna buy from this area of support. But you can see where there's something big. Fundamentals are bigger than technical. Technical is just the structures that are formed in the chart. But the fundamental force, it can violate all the structures that we have there. So we have got the support. But yes, the price is sort of reacting to COVID. So that's why everything is falling. You don't have to buy. Wait up until it finds the support. You can see the momentum is dying out. The price is now no longer making moves to the downside. That's when you can consider buying. Mara, the time when the effect is still very much high, you just stay away from your fundamentals that say go against the effect of that, whatever that's going on. Same way here, you can see the price has been falling, and there's this conflict between Russia and whatnot, and we don't know why this is taking a knock more than the other one, but it's fine. We judging from what we are seeing, it is dropping. So let's wait up until it can find the support, and then that's when we want to buy. So here we all agree that the price another supported there, and then the support was broken. What broke that support? I'm sure we'd all agree that it was broken by this resistance, because it's the one that we came and then we posted there, and then we took off, we broke that. So this one, it is something that we cannot ignore again. So this one does not exist anymore because it was taken out. So now we have this, and the price is sort of at this all-time all-time low area, but this area is too big, you can't trade the whole thing, but it doesn't change the fact that we are inside the all-time area of support, which means the only sensible thing to do will be buying. And when you are buying, maybe depending on your time frame working combinations with time frames you're using, but on a higher time frames, the price is gonna try and reach for that. It won't happen overnight or over 2 weeks or whatnot. But I'm sure if you were to come and check it in December, you'd find that the prices sort of hit that. If it doesn't, but I don't think it's gonna go and form a new low. Everyone. So for now, I think everything is pointing to the bulls because we've hit the support at the all-time low. So that is it on our monthly. Let's check weekly. On weekly, we can say that the price was moving up nicely, giving us a trend line there. So let's remove this. It's not going to help us, so let's take it off our chart. So the price was going up, we had this, and then it got broken, and then the demand here got violated. This one also got violated, and now it means everything is pointing to the downside at that time. So you'll be looking for selling, and then the price did this, came back here to this area, got rejected, and now this one I wouldn't take. This one here I wouldn't have taken. Why? Because this did not go lower than that. We did not get a lower low. Why am I selling? Why one? But it worked. So this is the one that I would take. This one I would have taken. Why? Because it gave us this, which was lower than those ones. And then when it comes back, I take that. And then this gave me this, which is lower than it. If this one had went there, I would have taken it as well. That one. Because everything is pointing down, down, down. And then now it's coming all the way down. Remember, now the price is inside working. There's an area here. Area there. I'm not sure if I drew it straight. There's an area there, which is inside what? Our biggest, that big monthly area of support. So remember, everything is pointing up. So if I go on weekly and then mark a zone that looks nice, I'm very much safe to take trade from it, which is this one here. So I want us to go through everything. So the price reacted from that, and on monthly, on weekly, the price is, there's no doubt the price is coming here. In between here, there's really nothing that can hold the price. So the price reacted from this, and then it went up. I think it's gonna reach for that, which is the same way as, probably around the same level as this that we have on monthly. Why one? So weekly conclusion, weekly trend line, we do have a trend line there, or you can put it here. So if you put it here, let me see if it's gonna change anything. Let's put it there. Yes. So now if we put it there, and remember, as much as we're saying the price is trying to reach for that or that monthly zone there, Mara is not going to change the fact that this trend line is going to exert a bearish force. So the price can still come back before taking off. It can play around before taking off. So that's what I'm saying. If you had gotten an entry there, when I remember, you don't have to predict that this is going to be broken. When it gets there, you just look for an area that you're gonna exit. But you're not selling. Because everything is pointing up. But just because it's pointing up does not mean we can't have this. Why one? So we're not trading this. We are waiting for this. You get my point? So that's it on monthly. It's pointing up and it's trying to reach for this, and it's gonna find some resistance at the trend line. Let's go to daily. So this is our monthly, this is our weekly trend line. And on daily, what do we have? We do have this and then that, and then we went down. Now the price seems like it went above this. So meaning this area of resistance, whatever that we had there, has been broken. So it does not exist. And on daily, the trend line on daily was here. And then it was broken, which means this zone here this zone. Should the price react from the weekly trend line and come back, you can take another buy from this, because this zone, what it broke the trend line and initiated this move that went all the way up and broke the resistance there. So we can take a buy from that. So should the working, the reaction of the price from the trend line here weekly be a big one, that the price comes back here, you are more than welcome to buy this. So let's check our H4. This is our H4, ne? So this is what I'm gonna say. So what if when your trend line, your trend parking, your what's this? Your time frames are not those weekly and stuff like that. They are not those big time frames. And when you want to trade with my H4 and H1, so what I can tell you, Goring, maybe you can put this. Yes, you can put that, and then I hope I drew it accurately. Let's just put this one here, and then when you put it like that, it means these are your time frames. You are looking for trades, and you'll be like, I'm sort of trying to sell the impact young, the weekly trend line. So the price has hit a weekly trend line. So when the price gets there, what you should do, Goring, you go to H1, and then if H1 was moving like this, you put your trend line, you wait for H1 to be broken and this demand to be taken out. So the trend line is broken and demand is taken out. Then you can mark this and say sell. Sort of a confirmation outing. It seems like the price is gonna react and then go down. But remember, when it's going down, there's that area that I said, those ones who are trading higher time frames, they will be looking to buy from this one. When it gets there, you are out, you've made your money, you're out. So you can't trade all the time frames. Pick your time frames and trade the structure that you are seeing there. Why one? The structure on the higher time frames will be that the price is going to react to this, but they're not selling because the higher time frames are pointing up. So they will only be waiting here. While they are waiting, when it's your chance for those who are trading smaller time frames to get a sell. Y1. So let's check if our H1 is really gonna give us a chance to sell. Yes. So remember, you're just waiting for the price to do this and maybe get there. When it gets there, you have a trend line there. Wait for it to break that and then mark the resistance, and then if it pulls up, you are selling. Going down, you are selling, you are selling, you are selling. That is the barking. That is the final decision on the GBPUSD, is that the price has moved up a lot and we're just waiting for it to hit the daily trend line, and based on the areas, so I mean the signs of reversals, if we get any, then those ones who are trading smaller time frames, they can push it up and maybe exit there as TP1, and then the final TP will be here should the price get there. But if it doesn't give them signs of reversal, it means it will just go and break the trend line. When that happens, they mark this and say this is the support that broke the trend line. If the price comes back, they are buying now. They are no longer looking to sell, because they were trying to sell the reaction from the trend line. They didn't get any reaction. They didn't get any signs of reversal. So they changed the mindset from bearish to bullish, because there's everything now will be pointing up. We broke the trend line. Then you'll be looking to buy from that. Then that's my conclusion on GBPUSD, guys. I hope it makes sense. You can see the approach is still the same. Nothing has changed. And then now I'll move to the next working currency pair and analyze it. I'll analyze them one by one like that. So you'll watch all these videos. You say, oh, GBPUSD, this is what he said must do. I'm not giving you a signal. I don't want to give you signals. I want you to be able to come up with your own signals using the knowledge that I'm sharing. Now I want to help you to be able to analyze on your own. Then you will see what the signals, buying signals is not something that I will encourage you to do. Like, never buy signals from anyone. I'm not letting myself, I'm not going to give you signals. Now I will show you how to analyze, so that way now you'll be able to come up with your own setups and enter your own setups. Those are the signals that you are going to create yourself. Why one? So sharp, guys. I'll see you in the next one. When I make sure you subscribe there. Now I'm helping you to be independent. I don't want you to depend on me. Be like, I will pay you this much, you give me signals. I do not want your money. I don't want that. I can help you be able to look for entries yourself. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Let me move to the next pair because I think there are 4.